All right, let's do this. You can all be seated. I know it's hot. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we have come here together on this sunny Sunday in September to celebrate the love and marriage of two people who mean the world to all of us and to each other, Vanessa and James. Our presence here represents the love and support we offer them as they begin this next chapter in their lives. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge how fortunate we all are to be here to share this moment with Vanessa and James. There are some who have passed that are dear to our hearts that I'd like us to recognize, especially James' father, Colonel John E. Jenner, Jr. Thank you. When Vanessa and James asked me to officiate their wedding, I was hesitant. These are two people who I care about immensely, and this is one of the biggest days of their life. What if I messed up? What if I couldn't figure out what to say? Not that I ever can't figure out what to say. What if I told jokes that were only funny at the time and no one laughed? And then I did what any person who is worried about these things would do when one of their best friends asks them a favor like this. I said yes. How could I not take this opportunity to marry one of my best friends and the love of her life? How could I not help them start this next chapter in their journey? I've known Vanessa almost half of my life. We were brought together by a mutual friend and our shared love for Color Guard and Drum Corps. Don't get us going on this because we could talk your ears off. I knew I'd found a true friend for life. If you haven't had the opportunity to interact with her as much as I have, Vanessa can be intense, but in the best way. She has a passion for life that is unmatched by anyone I've ever met. She's an eternal optimist, and she has this energy that draws you in. She can see the bright side of any situation and always chooses to see that side. She gives up her time and resources to help everyone around her, no questions asked, and her boundless energy is unmatched by even the most frequent coffee drinker. When Vanessa told me she'd met someone at speed dating and they'd been on a couple dates, I was a little skeptical. I mean, speed dating? I didn't even know that was a thing anymore. But after her experience, I think I might take a shot at it. She told me about the sparkle in his eye, and my eyes may have rolled a little bit, but I knew there was something special about him because of the smile on her face. Then I met him. But all kidding aside, Vanessa met her perfect match. I was instantly at ease around James. He has this friendly nature about him, and once you get to know him, you realize how genuine and authentic he is. Sure, he has personal space issues, but maybe that's because I physically harass him every time I see him. And sure, he can be corny, but that's just part of his charm. James was quoted this year in a newspaper saying, "I've never been first in anything in life except my fiance's heart." The only other thing more charming than that is his reaction when he sees a dog. He basically turns into a pile of mush. I can't think of a more perfect partner for Vanessa than James. Together, there is nothing these two cannot overcome. They both share that positive outlook on life, a genuineness that is rare these days, and a willingness to put others before themselves at a moment's notice. Their love is so strong, and I can only hope we all get to experience that in our lifetimes. They each want nothing more than for the other to be happy, and because of this, I know they will be happy together. I'm so proud to be standing here performing the ceremony. Let's get you married.
Amen.
I was trying to find some words to share about love and marriage, and everything I could find seemed extremely cliche until I came across this. We're all a little weird, and life is a little weird, and when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall into mutually satisfying weirdness and call it love, true love. While I don't think Vanessa and James are inherently weird, though we all have our moments, what drew me to this quote was the part about finding someone whose weirdness is compatible with our own. Vanessa and James have each found in each other the person that complements themselves perfectly. They know and respect each other's quirks and dissimilarities as much as they love the things they share in common. With that, I will now ask each of you to declare your intent today. Do you... Oh no, you first.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Do you, James, willingly take Vanessa to be your wife, and in doing so, give yourself to her freely, fully, and happily? Do you agree to take the good with the bad, the difficult with the easy, the anguish with the joy, the lack of tomatoes with your future meals, and do you promise to love her even during Color Garden Drum Corps season?
Yeah, sure. Of course.
And do you, Vanessa, willingly take James to be your husband, and in doing so, give yourself to him freely, fully, and happily? Do you agree to take the bad with the good, the difficult with the easy, the anguish with the joy, the corny jokes with every conversation, and do you promise to love him even during all major sporting events?
I do.
The bride and groom have written their own vows, and I'm now going to ask them to read them to each other.
Up to you. I need a paper though.
Ladies first.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
This thing likes to move around. I need a paper.
Yeah, microphone.
Microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right there.
Try memorizing it. Maybe
I got my phone, babe. It's cool.
I talk a lot, but these are the biggest words I'm ever gonna say. Found someone made me speechless.
Yeah, well.
All right. The night we met, I saw a spark in your eyes.
A little louder.
The night we met, better. The people are from. The night we met, I saw a sparkle in your eyes. A spark that stuck in my head. I fought my intuition out of fear that I was wrong, but deep down you scared and intrigued me. Your perseverance, your love for your family and friends, when you're strong for both of us, when you make me laugh, the fact that you're not afraid of my strength and encourage it, are just some of the reasons why I love you. Luckily for us, our weird matches. So I promise to love you for who you are. I promise that when we make decisions that we'll base them on our intuition, because we're both very good at it ourselves, but we're better together. I promise to surprise you and keep you on your toes, as well as to share in your excitement when it's your turn to be high energy. I promise to trust you and to be there for you in sickness and sadness and in joy and in health. I promise to talk about everything, even when it's really difficult, so we don't have any secrets. I promise to make the worst jokes ever, especially when socially unacceptable,
Yeah.
just to make you laugh. And speaking of bad jokes, I would promise to be your anchor, but I watched you toss ours overboard in Lake George last summer while saying it was tied to the boat, but it was not. So we have an eternal marker on the bottom of Lake George as our first of many vacations together. So instead of saying that I will be your anchor, I will say that I will be your calm as you are mine. So I love you forever and always.
Oof, you follow that.
I know, right?
That's funny.
No, I got it. It's 2019. Yes, I'm using my phone. Vanessa, I love you. Figured I should start that way. It's been a long road, and it hasn't always been an easy one, and there have been a lot of obstacles. But how happy I am that my final destination on this road was you. A little over a year ago now, I walked into a speed dating event at a restaurant in Boston, not expecting anything much, just with an open heart and an open mind, and hey, here I am kind of an attitude. Little did I know that that night was going to be the night that I would finally meet my special someone. This little guy on my left arm that no one can see, my little leprechaun tattoo, how lucky I am that at the end of that rainbow, my pot of gold is you. I lost my spot. I didn't know if I was ever going to get married, and honestly, I was okay with that. I'd already imagined living out my life as a single man, buying a trailer somewhere in Colorado, and a hound dog, and a shotgun, and living out my days sitting on my front porch, watching over my land with my dog by my side and my beer in my hand. That's good, right? That was original. That's like a country song right there. Good thing I put pause for laughter, right? See? Then, with a simple hello, everything changed. I met a woman who is so beautiful, inside and out. You have a heart full of so much love and joy, I wonder how it fits in your tiny body. You are so intelligent and passionate about life that it inspires me. You're so strong and brave that I'm in awe of you so many times. Basically, you're Superwoman. We have so much fun together and share many laughs. We've also dealt with some downtimes and tears already, but we did it together. And today I promise to keep those fun times and laughter coming for the rest of our lives and try to block out as many tears and as much sadness as I possibly can. I promise to protect and provide for you and our future family to the best of my ability. I promise to never argue with you when you agree that I'm right. And to also realize I'm not always right. I promise to make sure you know every day just how amazing you are and how lucky I am to have earned your love. I promise to laugh at your jokes even when they're not funny. I will always be your rock when you need solid ground, and I will always be the laughter in your heart as you are mine. The best part of my day at work is starting because each hour means I'm 1 hour closer to seeing you again. I'm so excited to start this new chapter together today with you. I can't wait for the lifetime of dreams coming true that we have in store for us. I love you very much.
Good job, guys. Before we do the rings, Vanessa and James have chosen to perform a unity ceremony where they each combine their chosen colors of glass. The glass will then be melted together, symbolizing their coming together in unity today. Like the different colors of glass they chose, they each bring their own colors to their marriage, and they will blend together in harmony, creating one beautiful piece of solid glass that will reflect the light they emanate outwardly to the world. You just pour it in. You can cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, oh, yeah. Go ahead, you go first. Stay on your side.
Awesome.
That's very pretty.
Now it's my favorite part.
You okay?
Can we please have the ring detail?
Where's your security, man? There they are.
John, make sure you take Vanessa's ring.
Thank you.
Stuck.
Where's Joe? Joe is right
Hold on, one goes to Harry. And wait, just wait.
The big one goes down.
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
We can take them now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank you.
All right. James,
Yeah,
you can take Vanessa's hand.
yeah.
And you're going to slide that ring onto the correct finger.
What, fourth one?
Yep.
This one?
That one.
Okay,
And repeat after me.
It's our first one.
okay. Do I do it now?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
I give you this ring
Vanessa, I give you this ring
as a visible and constant symbol
as a visible and constant symbol
of my promise to be with you
of my promise to be with you.
always and forever.
It better be always and forever.
All right. And Vanessa, can you take James' hand?
Oh, wait, oh, this one.
Fourth finger. I give you this ring
This ring
as a visible and constant symbol
is a visible and constant symbol
of my promise to be with you
of my promise to be with you
always and forever.
always and forever.
Awesome. It gives me
It's gonna fall off. There you go. No, you're good.
It gives me great pleasure to now pronounce you as husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Okay, cool it. We have a whole reception to get to. Before we have everyone exit, I'd like to leave you all with a few final words from the great Maya Angelou. We, unaccustomed to courage, exiles from delight, live coiled in shells of loneliness, until love leaves its high holy temple and comes into our sight to liberate us into life. Love arrives, and in its train come ecstasies, old memories of pleasure, ancient histories of pain. Yet if we are bold, love strikes away the chains of fear from our souls. We are weaned from our timidity in the flush of love's light. We dare be brave, and suddenly we see that love costs all we are and will ever be, yet it is only love which sets us free. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. James Jenner.
Sweet Caroline, you crazy?
Where it began, I can't begin to know
Okay.
just that I love you.
Grass, you lost your balance. Because the grass is,